All right. Move to item 6, new business. As for a motion to approve accounts payable and disbursements for September 28, 2016 through October 11, 2016, according to Sauk Village policy. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
You got a motion, is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Trustee Burgess.
On page 1, under elected officials, I need a clarification under the heading of Sauk Village Petty Cash, L. Washington neighborhood. I guess it would be neighborhood watch, $300. Could I get a clarification what that was for? No one?
No, I think, are you getting it? Okay. Yeah, this is your, I won't write it out there. I'll tell you what, he's getting information. Do you have anything else?
You said he's getting the information?
I think he's pulling it up.
Oh. The next one was on page 4, where it says water department fund, water department. It gives the list of the 3 people, and it said overpayment. Is that one person, or is that a business? That seems like an awful lot of money for overpayment, a refund.
Page number 4, I'm sorry.
Page number 4 at the very top.
Okay.
It says water department fund, and it gives 3 individuals water bill overpayment.
It's an invoice number, so.
Right, I'm just wondering, is that one, that's what I'm asking, is that one person, or is it a business? Because that seems like an awful lot for a resident to overpay that much money, and then we have to refund that.
That I don't know. I mean, just go off, it's one invoice, it's one amount, so I'm gonna have to go with it's got a vendor number. If it was the individual people, it'd be different vendor numbers and different invoices.
So is that the answer that you think is a vendor, or is it, do we know if that's a business? I don't.
I'm thinking, and don't quote me on this, that would be the restaurant, but I have to double check.
Okay.
Because if I remember right, Karen and Russell, but don't quote me on that, I'm just speaking out.
That would come around that date that they actually.
Yeah.
So is that, okay, that's what I was thinking, but I didn't know.
That's what it looks like to me.
Does anyone?
Because there were 3 owners that owned that restaurant,
Well, yeah.
or 3 that ran it.
So, Mr.
And then
Chairman, you think that's true? Is that possible?
I think that's true, but we can clarify it for you tomorrow, make sure we're not speculating, but yeah, I think that's true, but
Okay.
I like you are, for real.
Okay, and then the other question I had at the beginning?
you said it was on page 1.
Yeah, page 1.
I guess since I don't know the question, I would refer to the trustee. Trustee Washington. Can you explain what this was for? I mean, it looks like it went to your committee.
Only thing I could possibly think that, excuse me. The only thing that I could possibly think of is that Mohan may be doing some late accounting. I just want to ask a question just for that, the sake of the validity of that statement. Trustee Jones, under general fund where it says petty cash.
Oh, hang on, trustee.
I'm asking a question.
I know, hang on, I'll let you ask your question. But do you know the answer to this? Because Trustee Burgess really has the floor.
I could possibly tell you the answer, but let me ask Trustee Jones a question.
Okay, we have to make sure we do this right. Is that okay, Trustee Burgess, that you had the floor and you're looking for an answer?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask. I didn't want to refer.
Okay, and I'm trying to get an answer. Trustee Jones, do you know, because he has listed on here for the same date, September 30th, Easter bags, and I know that was back in April for September the 30th in the summer camp, and I know that ended back in whenever. So it looked like all these dates he entered on September 30th. You see what I'm saying? So if he entered something that I did with Neighborhood Watch, back for book bags in August on September 30th. Looked like all those dates are consistent, but that's all the way down. So I don't know, no, because then in general fund is some stuff listed in 8/16/2016 and September 15th. So these particular dates, I don't know if Mohan is just entering late entries on these dates, but he did not give me anything for petty cash on the month of September. So,
I'll answer that. Yeah, yeah. These receipts were turned in all on the same day
recently or a long time ago?
on 9/30.
Oh, you just turned
Yeah,
them in?
I just turned them in because
caught up.
it was to go in there nickel and dime it for the same for garbage bags, and if you bought, $11 in garbage bags one week, $11, so that'll all go under for some account for that one time going in.
And then Easter bags, that was back in Easter, so that was in April.
Yeah,
Unless you ordered Easter bags for this coming Easter.
no receipt,
Last,
just receipt.
So this is a late entry
Right.
on the ledger of activities from Parks and Rec. So unless he's doing the same thing with me, but to answer your question, Mayor, and hopefully to answer Trustee Burgess' question, I didn't receive anything from petty cash in September. Only thing I can assume, and Mohan is not here, and evidently the village administrator, he didn't convey that to you, although I thought I heard Trustee Burgess say he asked about it before tonight. If he just entered these things on this day, it's just showing up, but I didn't receive any funds.
Mr. Mayor, the reason why I'm asking is because, first of all, you won't get this until this money has been voted on. So there would not be a disbursement of the check until after the night. The invoice was submitted, or whatever that this was submitted on that date. That's why I asked to clarify that, and I went, because Mr. Mohan wasn't here at the time, so I went to Mr. Fairman and asked. He said he would check it out and find out for me why this was done this way, because the heading is Neighborhood Watch, and I was just wondering what was done, but you won't receive any money, to clarify it, until after this has been voted on, which is in October. So I just wondered, was there anything that you submitted for reimbursement for $300?
Well, I didn't know you went to Mr. Fairman, so let me
Yes,
ask-
I did.
I thought you went to Mohan, he's not here.
No, he wasn't.
No, I did not.
Mr. Fairman, do you, JW, have?
Yes, Trustee Burgess asked me about two issues about reference. This is a issue that I talked to Mr. Mohan about, and he has the receipts indicating that Trustee Washington got this money out of petty cash fund, Neighborhood Watch area. That's what he found. Now, if you want the specifics, I can give it to you tomorrow. I just checked on it like you said, and this is the same issue that's being FOIA.
So you're saying that it was submitted. She just said there was no submission. So
Well,
you're saying,
I'm not here to defend.
I
I'm
understand
not here to, let me
I
finish,
understand.
Trustee. I'm trying to answer the question that you asked me. I haven't gone and tried to check it against anybody else. I can give you the documentation tomorrow. That's what I can do.
okay, that's all that was the only reason, was there document. So when you said that Mr. Mohan actually did receive information, or I guess expenditures or some type of receipt, she did give that to Mr. Mohan, and that's why this was, because that's the only reason why this would be here. It has to be something submitted.
But first I answered the question, you remember, I said I think it was.
Yes.
And then
Yeah,
I
you told
said,
me it would-
then
might
I
have been
said
something
I will
else.
find out. And
Yes,
so
you
I'm reporting that I found out. I said, can't say this.
Right.
I think that's what happened. Now I'm telling you, I checked it with him, and that's what happened.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor,
Trustee?
final statement in regard to this situation. I have repeated publicly as well as privately, Neighborhood Watch is transparent. We have absolutely nothing to hide. If there's something that you want to know, you can ask me. Neighborhood Watch has been FOIA'd 3 times with the same questions about non-tax dollars for book bags and the play. Sauk Village did not give Neighborhood Watch 1 penny for 500 book bags or supplies. We raised all that money, we turned in receipts. People that gave gave us donations, we put out a sheet with all of the sponsors, whether it was just volunteering or whether they actually gave monetary. And anyone that have foyers, I have worked with Sherry and I have worked with Mohan to fill those foyers to the best of our ability. That we were told some of those foyers surprisingly came weeks later after the play, months later after the play. So whatever you want to know about Neighborhood Watch, it is absolutely never a problem to talk to me. And if I don't have the answer, you can talk to Mohan. Neighborhood Watch, my volunteers, they work very hard and we have absolutely nothing to hide. And in conclusion, I did not get $300 last month in September, and I don't know if Mohan is, like it was a lot that he had to do. He attended IML as well. I don't know if he's catching up his ledgers or whatever, and being FOID is making him even catch up more, but I didn't give him any receipts in September, and I didn't receive any money in September that I know of. Now, if he can prove it differently, I would need to see that, but I don't remember or recollect getting any money that late date after the book bags was over. Trust me, we were all exhausted.
All right, any other questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, we have a motion and a second. And Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
No.
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 Myers. Yes. Chase. No. Washington. No.
Yes.
Williams. Yes. Mr. Mayor.
Yes. Move to item number B, motion to approve